Hello everyone, it's Iron Warrior Cosplay in the workshop working on my Deathcore of Krieg lasgun. Now, I'm always adding and improving and all that kind of jazz, and one thing I like to do to add a little spice to some props is adding LEDs, and I love adding LEDs to stuff. This LED and this LED more specifically because they replicate these ones. So this is another power pack I have, and they replicate these. So they're exactly those, but in LED form. Now, I really like them. Let me just show you them up close. Oh, wait, hold on, let me just... Oh yeah, by the way, I made it so that when you remove it, the LEDs turn off, and when you put it back in, the LEDs turn on. So this is now a proper Krieg lasgun pack, and I'm really happy with it. I've been doing this for 15 minutes, by the way. I've been going like, I've just been popping it in and popping it out and popping it in and just look at it. This is so cool. Isn't it the coolest thing? I genuinely, I can't tell you how happy I am. So, normally my power packs are, like I said, they're just these. And normally, when I have my Deathcore of Krieg lasgun, I just go like that and they pop in like that, and that's it. Don't get me wrong, my lasguns, I'm really happy with my lasguns, and I love my lasguns. But who doesn't love a little bit of joie de vivre and a little bit of sexiness? And it turns off and turns on. Now, I think that's really cool. Now, I have got another little, I'll have like a short coming up. But basically this, it's all encased within this power pack. Now, this power pack, again, is just 3 layers of 10mm foam with 2 layers of 5, just like, let's take the other power pack on, just like this one. As you can see, they are the same size, they go like the same kind of direction, but one small irk of mine, some silly bugger, these go the right way, these and everything, but this should be here. That means when I put the power pack into the lasgun, instead of this facing forward like it should do in the artwork and stuff, this unfortunately faces the opposite direction. So this is my lasgun with the new sexy power pack, and that's how I have to put it in. So when I pop it in, this rounded bit goes from the front of the gun towards the back of the gun. Whereas when I have another lasgun here, which is again, my normal lasgun without the LEDs, when you pop it in, this should be hidden under this. It's the only issue. Some silly bugger, I don't know who he was, some Iron cosplay guy, put X's on the foam when he was gluing them and accidentally glued them on the wrong way around. It happens, whatever. I'm not going to lie to you, for the sake of a piece of 2mm foam and which direction these go, I don't mind. I really don't mind. And if someone does come to you and go, oh, these lines aren't faceable, I'll go, yeah, but look, it turns on and turns off when you take the power pack out. It's so cool. So it doesn't matter. But I'm really happy. I'm genuinely just over the moon with this. Now, just to give you a little sneak peek before I release that other video, it runs off a 9-volt battery. See this? So you might think, what the hell is going on here? Well, these are quite chunky. You can see they're quite chunky LEDs. I wanted them big because they need to stick out. Here is a 9-volt battery. So all I do is I will remove the little connector. Okay, it comes out. Then I just pop the 9-volt battery out like that. So that's it. It's a 9-volt battery. In here is hollow. There's a channel that runs all the way down here. But there's also like 2 other channels in here that the wires run to the LEDs. But not only that, this is a washer, just a normal washer. Inside the gun is the magnet. There's the magnet. Normally, it's kind of the other way around. There's nothing in the gun except for that metal bar that I used to build the gun. And the magnet goes on top of the pack. So when you put the pack in, that magnet attaches to that piece of metal, which is what holds all my mags in. So that's how it works. But with this, I needed to put a piece of metal here for the magnet to attract and hold it. The reason being is, if you have a look here underneath, there's this little hole here. And what this is, this teeny tiny little thing there, is a magnetic reed switch. Now I know, by the way, the top of this does not look pretty, but no one sees it. It's fine. I'll just be removing it and doing the LED thing. It's not a problem. But This is what it looks like. I have got some plans to just tuck this away and just give it a quick little sand just to clean up where the old, where this used to be essentially, because I needed to move it into the right place because I wasn't sure where it was going to go and how it was going to work. But the magnet now not only holds this, but it's strong enough to hold this and power the reed switch on. The reed switches are really small ones. I didn't want to get the big, chunky, strong ones because then you need a really strong magnet to do it. But the magnet I've got is strong enough to hold this power pack in like that and activate the reed switch when it goes together. So what I do, I pull out, this is all I've got. I didn't want a super long cable. Normally I like long cables and stuff so I can make sure I have plenty of excess. Instead now I have a short cable. I connect this little 9-volt battery like that. I tuck it all down in like that and tuck it all out of the way so it's flush. So it looks like that. Then I grab my las gun, I get the power pack, I pop it in, and it turns on. I'm really happy with how like simple this is, but they're not quick to make. The reason being is the 9-volt battery isn't 10 mil. It's like a weird size, and I use my my Dremel at the moment, but I need to use my like router instead, or I'll use my laser cutter to like laser out some sections so that I can fit the 9-volt in and make the channel, and then I need to make little channels for the cables to run. I did all that with my Dremel, and I really am like happy with how it went, but it did take a while. Just to make this took an hour. So to me that's a long time because I'm used to things going a bit quicker because I'm a rushy kind of guy. I rush a lot. So I'm like, oh, an hour is too long. Whereas an hour normally to someone who's normal with time would be like, an hour is just perfectly fine to make something like this. So I'm really happy with how it works. It does mean, by the way, that the LEDs will be on constantly. So when I'm walking around a com, the LEDs will be on. But there definitely has to be a shot. Someone has to do like a slow-mo shot of me doing this and just going like that. Because if I can just have it, because when it gets to here, it turns off. It turns on about there. That's how strong the magnet is. So if I can pull it out to about here and then get someone to do a slow-mo of me just going like that, I think that's cool as well. Like a proper slow-mo. I think really cool. But anyway, from me, Iron Warrior Cosplay, and my Deathcore Free Glasgow, which has LEDs now, I shall see you all again soon. Bye for now.